Yeah, it seemed like after they scored that early goal that you guys seemed to be having a fair amount of control from like the second minute up till about the 40th minute, and then all of a sudden it seemed to just unravel there with some uh counterattacking chances where they just kept getting behind. And I'm just curious if something you felt it was something that they were doing well, or it was something that you guys got caught doing wrong.
I think the early goal really hurt us. Obviously, um, we had a game plan to keep a clean sheet, and it's like Mike Tyson says, you have a game plan, and then you get punched in the face, and that's kind of what happened to us. And then, credit to us, we started turning it around, like you said, and I thought we had some good possession spells, created a couple of good chances, and um, I think we got a little rushed near the end of the half to try and tie up the game, and we got more and more expansive as it remained 1-0 and then even 2-0, and I think that cost us. Um, I'll be the first to say it wasn't good enough from all of us, from me you know to all the guys who got on the field. I think a lot of technical mistakes, a lot of giveaways in some costly areas when we were really expansive, and um, just you know there were some positives, still created chances, but yeah, not good enough on the day.
All right, next question. We'll go over to George Santos. George, go for it, please.
Hi, Danny. This is question is for you. So you played a little bit more on the number 10 position, and normally you play on the pivot. So kind of just seeing how you feel in that position and how you see yourself playing in the future.
Yeah, no, I mean, I feel comfortable there, whether it's there in the pivot position. I think, ever since the academy, I've kind of played higher up and now later on in the pivot. But I think, whether it's the pivot or in the 10 position, I think that just requires a lot of focus, kind of controlling the tempo. Sometimes don't need to go really fast all the time. Today we kind of made a lot of mistakes on the ball. We were a bit sloppy. So in that sense, I think sometimes we just need to slow it down, get a little more control of the ball. And I think that's the most important thing, taking care of the ball. I think everyone really says that we have a good team. We're really deep. And that we're gonna win games. But I think we have to show that, and it starts from being concentrated from the first minute to the last. And I think that's with and without the ball. But I think always having the best defenses with the ball. So I think we need to take care of it better, be more dangerous, yes, but also I think it starts from taking care of the ball better and being more concentrated.
Friendly reminder, if you have a question, please go ahead and hit that raise hand function button. Next, we're going to go over to Felipe Maqueda.
Thank you, Alex. Dani, el partido de hoy 3-0 es el segundo partido que juega Sounders de visita, falta uno más. ¿Cuál es tu sentimiento de que Seattle Sounders no ha ganado puntos que se necesitan y cada vez cae más abajo en la tabla de posiciones? ¿Qué es lo que Seattle Sounders necesita para poder ganar puntos y subir en la tabla? Gracias.
Sí, gracias Felipe. No, yo creo que decepcionado con el resultado de hoy. Yo creo que la verdad no se jugó bien. Hubo lapsos de desconcentración y yo creo que eso nos costó durante el partido y la verdad tenemos que estar más atentos desde el primer minuto hasta el último. No solamente algunos jugadores, sino todos los jugadores. Yo creo que tenemos que estar más atentos en eso, en los detalles, porque sabemos que tenemos calidad, tenemos jugadores buenos en todas las posiciones, pero si queremos sumar puntos tenemos que tener esa atención, también ser un poco más rudos, más colmilludos, como se dice, ganando los duelos, defensivamente siendo estructurados, pero dejando al lado la táctica, yo creo que viene de nosotros, desde la mentalidad, desde que los que empiezan o los que entran tienen que estar listos y yo creo que hoy fue un día donde dejamos pasar el control del partido y muchos errores, la verdad que nos costaron. si queremos ganar puntos, tenemos que no cometer esos errores y tener un poco más atención individual y colectiva.
In the interest of time, we can transcribe translations of Danny's response there on the back end for any of you that are interested. We're going to keep going though. Want to get the guys onto the plane. Jeremiah, did you have a follow-up?
Yeah, I'm just curious, how do you pick yourselves up from a game like this? I mean, as much as the struggles have been this year, this felt like a different sort of result than you've had.
Yeah, I think this has to be rock bottom so far this year, and I think Brian talked about it in the post game, but things have got to change. Things have got to shift. Mindset needs to be better. Obviously, the results haven't been going our way, and I think a lot of us have felt like things are going to take a turn. And the result last week was somewhat of a step in the right direction, and I think we've got to just make even bigger strides with training habits, mentality. I think I really feel like it's only up from here, and I'm still very hopeful with the team that we're a very good team, and we're going to win a lot of games this year. And I think it starts with just one or two games, one or two good results, and turning the corner a little bit. And before this game, I felt like that could be today, and obviously it wasn't. But training's going to need to be sharper, more intense. Just regrouping together as a group. I think sometimes these losses can actually be a good thing for a team when you have a big loss like this. I think it helps everyone really make a shift with each other and regroup as players too. So I don't have much else than that right now.
I'm not seeing any other questions. So guys, thank you very much for your time. We appreciate it. Safe travels home.